Hello my yarny friends, I'm Sara Sach and welcome back to my crochet channel. Today's video we are going to make these fun and simple superhero masks. Now I wrote a pattern similar to this a few years back and I never published it. It was just, it was on my blog, but I didn't make a video. I didn't put it out there for others to find. And so someone contacted me and said, did you ever make a video of your superhero mask? My son wants one for Halloween. I said, no, I will do that. And so this is that video. This is a super easy hero mask. And the fun part about it is it has ties, so it will fit just about anybody who wants a superhero mask. It's easy. It works up quick because we use 2 strands of medium weight number 4 yarn. And you can use any fiber that you want to. I'm going to be using acrylic today, but you can use cotton or wool, alpaca, whatever you got in your yarn stash, because it doesn't take more than an ounce of yarn to make one of these superhero masks. You need a quick last-minute costume? Make you a mask, grab you a sweatsuit in the same color, and you're a superhero. We could use some superheroes today, couldn't we? Alrighty, so you can find the complete pattern with brand new pictures on my blog, and as always, I'll put that blog link down in the notes underneath this video. So like I said, you only need about an ounce of yarn, and we're going to be using medium weight number 4 yarn, and we're going to hold those 2 strands together. All right, that way you get a nice sturdy mask that's not going to fall off their face, okay? And I'm using this orange just because I like this color. It's a little lighter than the really bright orange, and so it films well. I love this yarn from Hobby Lobby, and the color is called Mango. All right, but you can use anything from your stash, whatever kind of superhero you want to be. All right, so we're going to stitch up with our eye hook, which is a 5.5 millimeter crochet hook, and then you just need a needle for weaving in ends and your scissors. So we're going to be holding 2 strands of our yarn together. Again, this is a medium weight number 4 acrylic yarn that I'm using. And since I'm using a skein, I'm pulling from the outside and the inside of my skein of yarn. You can roll it into 2 balls. You can use 2 different skeins, however you want to do that, because we're going to hold 2 strands together. All right, so let's get started. We're going to make our slip knot, and we're going to chain 27 chains. I have stitched 27 chains. I'm going to begin by placing a single crochet in the second chain from the hook. And then I'm going to single crochet in each of those chains, working all the way across. We're going to form the mask itself first and then adding the ties. But we won't be cutting our yarn to add the ties. So I'm going to single crochet in each of my chains across, and again we begin in the second chain from the hook. I stitched a single crochet in the second chain from the hook and then in each stitch across. So we have 26 single crochets. We're going to chain 1 and turn. Now we're going to single crochet in that first stitch. There we go. Now we're going to chain 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And this is going to be our eye opening. We're going to skip the next 10 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And we'll stitch a single crochet in the next 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And so there we formed our first eye opening and the center portion. Now we're going to chain 10 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And then we'll skip the next 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And that leaves one stitch left. And so we'll single crochet in that last stitch. And we'll go ahead and chain 1. All right, and so now you can see we have 2 eye openings. We've chained 1. We're going to turn our work and we're going to place a single crochet in that first single crochet. All right, so now around this chain 10, we're going to stitch 10 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, and you'll need to push those down so you can get all 10 in there. 5, and it's a little bit clumsy as you can see. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, now you want to take a look at that. Make sure all your stitches are so that your braided portion or your stitches, so we can stitch into those, are facing up. All right, so now we're going to stitch 1 single crochet in these 4 stitches. 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right, and it looks a little wonky right now, but when we get the top done it won't. Okay, all right, so now we're on this next set here and we're going to stitch 10 single crochets around this eye opening. I stitched those 10 single crochets around that chain, and now we're going to stitch a single crochet in this last stitch, and now we're going to chain 26 chains, and this is going to be for the tie. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I chained 26 chains. I'm going to turn and I'm going to stitch a slip stitch in the second chain from the hook, and now I'm just going to slip stitch in each of those chains, working back up to my mask. So we're slip stitching in each of the chains. I slip stitched in the second chain from the hook and then slip stitched all the way back up to the mask. And now what we're going to do is we're going to slip stitch in each of these single crochets, working all the way across the top of our mask. 1 slip stitch in each of the single crochets across. And we'll do this all the way across the mask. So we slip stitched the tie, we slip stitched all the way across the top of the mask, and now we're going to chain 26 chains again for the other tie. I chained 26 for the other tie, and now we're just going to tie off. So we'll cut our yarn and tie that off. And I like to go ahead and put a knot on the end of this just in case we don't want our little mask to come undone while our kiddo or us are out having fun. All right, now the only other thing I need to do is weave this end in with my needle. Now I do want to suggest, if you have some gems or sparkly buttons or sparkly beads that you want to add to this, you certainly can. That would make a lovely addition on this mask. I just didn't do that. I wanted you to just have the basic mask, and then you can do any embellishment that you want to. Totally up to you to have some fun with it. All right, I'm just going to finish weaving this in, and then the mask will be all ready to wear. So here are all three of our fun masks, and of course I chose some fun Halloween colors. You can make yours in any colors that you want to. Add gems, add beads, buttons, whatever you want to make them fun to wear. But that is our superhero mask. Super easy to make, super fun to wear. They're super